Hello and welcome to the second match of the second round of the Retro Gaming Weekly World Cup. My name is Jack Coburn. Thank you so much for watching. Today's second round match between the Ivory Coast and CAF rivals Tunisia looks to be a very good one. Ivory Coast won over the Democratic Republic of the Congo 4-1 behind the powerful foot of Traore in the last match. Alright, let's get these teams set up. Alright. Okay, and as this is a mid-afternoon game, we're just going to make it hot. Alright, Ivory Coast and Tunisia. We're going to go with the Ivory Coast. Alright, let's get started. Alright, this should be a high-flying game. These two teams play incredibly well. And the Ivory Coast is one of the highlights of the World Cup for their fun, teamwork, and enjoyable celebrations. Here we go. Ivory Coast starts with the ball. Booting it forward. Traore has the ball to start. He's going to run it down the field. In on the Tunisian goal, and it's just high. War, the Tunisian goalkeeper, has the ball and is going to do a goal kick. If I pronounce any of these names wrong, I am sorry. Now, if you're wondering why we're using FIFA 98 Road to the World Cup for this Retro Gaming Weekly World Cup 2026, it's because this game is the only FIFA game ever to have all the member nations of FIFA, and even then it doesn't have every member nation today. But that's okay. We can make do. Fakir steals the ball and boots it back into the Ivory Coast area. Kawasi nutmegs it. Passes it back to the goalkeeper, but Aka, the defender, gets it first. Passes it forward to Kawasi again, who moves it up to Traore. Passes it over to Ouattara. He's going to just put it wide and high of the net. 2 shots on goal, no goals, but Ivory Coast really does seem to be putting their stamp on the play. So far, this is turning into just a very nice, clean World Cup match. It can go either way from this point forward. Kamara passes it forward to Ouattara. Nice high ball that Brian Clough would definitely complain about. And Ouattara puts it in the back of the net. Just a clean goal in the 18th. Here we go. Ben Suleiman has the ball. Konate for the Ivory Coast stops it. Tosses it off of the line. Aka gets it, passes to Kawasi. Passes it back to Konate, who boots it forward out of danger. Sabani for Tunisia is able to read the telegraph play. And Sabani is injured. Need to be substituted. It's going to probably be a red card for Traore, of all people. Sabani is substituted out for Madlubi in the 25th minute, and there's a direct free kick. Just wide of the net. Goalkeeper going to pass it forward. Fekir was able to read the play. Kouame gets the ball, passes it to Aka, who passes it downfield to Traore. Benrekisa Dadi gets it back and starts the play again for the Ivory Coast. Traore gets it, runs it downfield. Like I said, there's probably two different Traores, one who got a red card and this one. FIFA 98 does not do a fantastic job of differentiating the players as it would later on. But again, when it has all the members of FIFA at the time, it fulfills a need that most other FIFA games just don't, to be able to play this kind of World Cup. Badra gets it to Ben Silmain, and the play begins slowly. Kwame has it. Ben Silmain gets it. Bouzarin. Fekir. Dadi for the Ivory Coast really coming up tops. Kanate doing a great job of stopping that. Breaking up the play, getting it down the field. Aka to Kamara to Traore. Has a golden opportunity to finally put this one away off the crossbar. And we're downfield to Bukadida. But Kawase gets it back. Kamara, Ouattara, who scored the alley goal this match, puts it in the back of the net. And takes a bow for all his efforts. Just a perfect pass. Pass back. Pass up. Just reads the defender well and just crosses over and flicks it in perfectly. Now we're into injury time. Probably about 2 minutes of injury time here. Traore gets the ball. Dow has it now. Runs it down the field. Salimi is able to break up the play. Kawasi gets it. Bouzain gets it. Kamara is able to shove away, and now it's Traore's ball as he breaks into the Tunisian area. Salimi boots it downfield to Dadi. Passes it back. Boots it out. And that's the first half. Players will come off to head to the locker rooms. Here we go. 2 goals for the Ivory Coast, none for Tunisia. 6 attempts on goal to Tunisians 4. 3 shots on target apiece and 1 foul, resulting in a red for Traore. Alright, let's get started with the second half. Tunisia starts with the ball. Ben Silliman passes it forward. Kanate able to stop it. Boots it back down. to Ouattara. Feke gets it. But Kouassi is able to stop the play, and I have a feeling the Tunisian umpire would have definitely been offside. Goes wide for goal kick. Kanate brings it to the line. And he's just gonna blast it down the field to Ouattara, who begins to run the play, but Feke just mugs him of the ball. Oh, that was way too close for that. That's a goal kick, though. Alright, Kanate is just going to keep the ball low. Puts it up a little bit. Gets it to Traore. Who passes it to himself. And then the goalkeeper, Aouar, stops it for Tunisia. Madloubi scores for Tunisia, and it's suddenly a closer game than it once was. Just poor defending by the Ivorians. And they have the ball. Ouattara passes to Traore. Madloubi gets it back, passes it downfield. Kouassi gets it. C knocks it out of bounds. Badra in with the throw. Salimi is going to be substituted out. Salimi going to be substituted in. Possession. Ivorians have had it for 69% of the way, but it's a lot closer than it seems. Madloubi puts it in goal, and all of a sudden it's a tied game. '69th minute. Closer game than it looks this second round of the World Cup. Here we go. Bouazizi in for Bea for the Tunisian side. The Ivorians make a change? Probably not. We don't know yet. Ouattara passes to Traore to begin the play. Traore is going to get mugged again by Madloubi. Passes it to Dadi, who gets it to Traore, who makes his way into the 18 and puts it just high. Ooh, this is going to be a close one. Aouar puts it downfield to Kouame, who then boots it downfield to Ouattara. Aouar smothers the ball off of Ouattara's foot. Kwame just takes the ball from Majube, who passes it to Ouattara, runs it in, and puts it wide. Where was he putting that? Had all that sense of no one to put it there. That was just odd play. Running into the 90th minute, Kamara has it, passes it to Traore, who boots it wide for just no reason whatsoever. The Ivory Coast have just kind of broken down here midway at the second half. They were up 2-0, and it was looking pretty good for them, too. Alouar is going to boot it downfield. Kwame gets it, passes it to Ouattara. Majube gets it. Aka stops the play. Kawasi passes it to C. Passes it to Ouattara. Who shoots it wide. He is just terrible at putting the ball in play from the middle of the 18. I think he needs to come a bit closer. Just Shank City from him. Might as well just call him Lamb Chop for how bad that shank was. Woof. As we go to extra time for the first time in this match. First half of extra time. And Traore just takes out the goalkeeper. Just absolutely, just the dumbest possible thing he could possibly do there, but leaving his team with 9 men in the 94th minute. Or boots the ball. Ben Rakissa just reads that ball perfectly. Konate really does a great job of stopping the ball. Buzane passes to somebody, but it's going to go to Kawasi instead. Majube, who's just become the hero of this match. And Ouattara takes out the goalkeeper as well. Boy, it's getting spiky in here. The first half of extra time is over. And the Ivory Coast just seem to be falling apart here. Tunisia begins with the ball to begin the second half. We'll have to go to penalties. Bouzaïn is knocked down. And a yellow is given to Aka. Fike has the ball. The ball stops it, and Aka moves it forward. And it's in the back end. Play is stopped. As another yellow is given to Kouame. Boy, it has been turned into a physical match between these guys. Thicke puts it a bit wide. Konate boots the ball. So the only clean player left on this field for the Ivory Coast. Ben Solomon gets injured, and it will probably be a red for Kouame. Now, if it goes to penalties, I'm not making all the team changes that are necessary. We're all just going to have to deal with that, but Konate boots the ball down. And that's that. And we go to penalties. Alright, so we don't have to make the team changes because there is a penalties mode in this game, so I thought maybe we would do that. But now, as it turns out, well, the ball gets put high by the Tunisian player. Kouassi scores. All right. And then a little bit of Bruce Grobagard tactic. Then Rakissa scores. And it's tied. And it's stopped for the Ivory Coast. Tunisia has the ball. Hussein scores as the goalkeeper just can't control it. Dadi scores to keep Ivory Coast in the game. All right. Tunisia puts the ball wide, and it could be the Ivory Coast ball. C scores. We're still not out of the woods yet. And that's the game. It's been 3-2. Kanati is the man of the match for the Ivory Coast in a physical extra time penalties win for the Ivory Coast. Fantastic match. Just exciting, tough, difficult soccer. Thank you so much for watching. My name has been Jack Coburn. This has been the Retro Gaming Weekly World Cup for 2026. Stay tuned for the next match, which is going to be Canada versus Qatar, coming up later on today. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified of our next videos that are coming out. And we'll see you next time here on Retro Gaming Weekly World Cup 2026. Thank you and have a good one. Bye-bye. This has been a presentation of Alsatian Productions. Yes!